Hey, what's up, Transformdom? This is Ben here, and today we're gonna do a fan reaction video to the Transformers 1 official trailer from the Hasbro Pulse YouTube channel. And I'm pretty excited for this. Is this gonna be a nice, really cool production where we're gonna get a lot of Transformers Prime vibe? You know, it's a cartoon, but it's kind of like has adult themes to it that makes me feel really appreciative of the writing that was for that series. Or is it going to be a cartoon like show where I think there was this Transformers cartoon show where Grimlock was like green and black in color. It was very childish but still very nice to watch. I got that read somewhere that people are just kind of thinking that this trailer is a bit too childish, but I'm hoping that it's not so much, that it has two layers of the movie, right? The first layer is meant for kids, and the second layer is going to be meant for adults. I'm hoping that this will be kind of like a very nice story on the time before the Great War on Cybertron between Optimus Prime and Megatron, when they were both kind of younger and I guess establishing themselves in on Cybertron. Maybe Iacon will play a role in this, right? So yeah, so the thumbnail, I can see Orion Pax and a leader one. I think that's a leader one. Something that kind of looks like Bumblebee, but I think it's way too early for Bumblebee to be in the picture. But maybe Dion would be a cool character. But and then the silver guy that has the dome helmet kind of looks like Megatron. So we shall see. All right, here's my reaction video. Okay.
So, how long do you think we'll be here? I'm not talking to you.
You know what? We are so screwed.
Thought you weren't talking to me. You two, come with me.
Ooh.
Report to Waste Management.
Hi there, I'm B127. I'm actually working on some nicknames. The one I'm floating right now is Badassatron, which is actually pronounced Badassatron.
Okay. Okay, so it seems like Bumblebee is there, right? Before he's called Bumblebee, and a little bit of throwback to what we saw in the movie, so that was pretty cool. Okay, this is part of the movieverse. That's what I'm getting, with a bit of throwback, maybe a lot of Easter eggs to the cartoon. Megatron's voice is a little bit less established, while as Orion Pax's voice is quite Optimus-like, you know, deep, busting, commanding voice, which is not the impression that I really had as a fan of Orion Pax back in the days of watching Orion Pax, but that was cool. So before, he was Optimus Prime. Boom. What? Okay.
I know we're just lowly worker bots who can't even transform.
Oh, non-transformable robots.
See what's out there?
Before he was Megatron, what was his name?
There's a reason no one goes to the surface.
He was D16. Okay.
It's dangerous. Why'd you bring jetpacks?
So he can fly.
If you survive this, I'm gonna kill you.
I accept those terms.
The animation is not as fluid as Prime. It's more like War of Cybertron kind of animation quality, right? A bit stiff, not as fluid. Who is that guy?
And access
Ooh,
your full potential.
is that the Spark? The Matrix? Ooh, wow, okay.
It's time to show them we are more than meets the eye.
We can transform now.
On 3, 1.
Okay, a bit of comedy.
It's working. Where's my head?
How do we use these
Boom.
things?
Oh,
Look at wheels. I need wheels.
okay. What the?
Guys, that's not.
Oh gosh, it's very the comedy is that is showed here is very cheesy, very cheesy. It's like Dungeons and Dragons, right? It's another Hasbro production. Very cheesy. The trailer was so cheesy, but the movie was pretty good. The movie was pretty good. This again, a lot of cheesiness in the middle, you know, like a cool kind of start to the trailer, and then a cheesy second act in the trailer, and then now we're gonna see the big bad guys. Let's see.
Good.
We've got these powers for a reason. Let's use them.
Okay, that kind of looks like Starscream clones, Cybertronian mode, or Black Arachnia, I guess. The Seekers.
Whoa! I got a battle mask! It appeared with this guy. Knife hands? I have knife hands!
I can see that.
Okay. It's very.
These are not the bad guys.
Why did you cut the door?
Wait, no, it was already like that. Right? Yeah, that's right.
Is that springing like?
Yeah, that's right.
Wow, a lot of big names doing the voiceovers. Okay, so wow. So after watching the trailer again for the second time, I'm beginning to see the overarching storyline here. So we've got these two or these four robots from Iacon, I guess, being sent to mine for resources, I guess for the quintessence, because at the middle somewhere I saw the quintessence with the tentacles and all that. So that's pretty cool that they are throwing back to the origins of the Transformers, where they were all robots, you know, non-autonomous robots to mine for resources for the quintessence, their masters. And then somehow or rather they made their way to the surface of Cybertron, and they met with this, I guess the first prime or something. They gave them the transformation cog, and then they began to transform, and they began to rebel against their masters, right? And so maybe they got to liberate themselves, but in the midst of all this, D16 got, I guess, sucked into the Decepticon cause to become freedom fighters for all sentient robots. So that's the kind of a gist that I got from this overarching story. And then that's where the warring disputes between the Autobots and the Decepticons came about, and maybe the establishment for the name of their factions came about from this story as well. So there is hope that the writing can be very good here. All right, it does have a good throwback to the G1 days. I think they just threw in Bumblebee there just for the sake, because it's one of the iconic Hasbro brand, you know, that the kids love, right? They gotta just throw Bumblebee there. And another good thing is Bumblebee is our teenager slash child persona in this whole movie. I don't think I saw any children or teenagers in there, so they gotta put in something to kind of resonate with the younger audience. You know, with us adults, you know, old men like us, we will associate more with Orion Pax and Megatron and Elite One. So that is cool. We've got most of the major players that we like. So I love that part. The storyline seems very promising. Some Dungeons and Dragons trailer like cheesy comedy, but I think in the grand scheme of the whole movie, if it's gonna be 2 hours long, then it will be divided up. You know, you wouldn't get all that comedy smashed into a 30-second reel. So it would be spread out and it will just allow for a bit of a comic relief, you know, because that's the role Bumblebee is going to play in this thing. There's always got to be this comic guy in these kind of movies, whether it's the Avengers or Star Wars or whatever. There's one of these comic relief guys, and so Bumblebee will play that role. In terms of voice characters, there's a lot of big names. There are a lot of traditional kind of actors. There's always going to be a debate that voice actors can do voice acting better than big name actors. But I think Hasbro and Paramount are just flowing with what is popular these days, which is to kind of hire big name actors to do voiceovers. That's what Disney is doing, and so we're getting the same kind of thing here. These big name actors, they may not be too aware of these characters that we've come to love, the characteristics that, you know, Peter Cullen and Frank Welker kind of resonate to us, right? So it might lose a bit of that. But then the whole movieverse we've kind of always hired big name people, and even in the Transformers, the original 1986 movie, they kind of hired big name actors as well. But those actors played the parts of new Transformers. These guys, they were basically playing characters that we already know, you know, from the Sunbow animation days. So there's gonna be a bit of reimagination there. I hope that these actors, being big paid box office actors, will kind of do their research, or they might have loved Transformers when they were growing up, but they're not as old as us, aren't they, right? I don't think these actors are as old as us, but who knows, maybe they would have watched some of them and did a bit of research so that they can personify these characters that we really love. Right, I think I've babbled more than enough. I hope you enjoyed my fan reaction video to this Transformers 1 official trailer. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and share buttons and smash the sub and bell icons for more future vids. Again, this is Ben signing off, and I'll see you on the flip side.